Hello, my friends. We will start our practice with mantra Om chanting. So, hello, my friends. I guess today we have an anniversary. Real Yoga Live number 30. Our 30th class. And today, well, first of all, you can see I'm back in the village. I came from the Virgin Jungle House, but I had a few 2.5 days there, which I really enjoyed. I had some work to do, preparing for the upcoming retreat. But I also did more meditation, yogic practices, and just being there. I really enjoyed it. It is the place that I love, Virgin Jungle House. Now I'm back in the village, back with my family. Beautiful to see my family again. My beautiful sweetheart daughter. And I'm back in the village. You can see what is going on. Dolama Mantas is seated in his throne. So yes, today's class is specifically a class in the chair. It is especially for those people who maybe spend a lot of hours seated in a chair, working with a computer or such. So we will practice exercises that you can do seated in a chair. This is what we are going to do today. And after the exercises and stretches, we will continue with breathing practices and meditation, but this time sitting in the chair. So I urge you to find a chair to sit upon. It can have these, how you call them, handles, or maybe without handles. We'll practice in the chair. Let's start by sitting straight. Observe your spine. Lengthen your spine. You don't want to sit like this, slouched. You want to have your spine more straight, elongate the spine. And first of all, let's do our meditation awareness of observing how we are now as we are starting our practice. So with the spine straight, look into yourself. How do you feel today? How are you feeling right now? Good. Now let's move to the physical body. Observe the physical body and how it feels. How is the body feeling? Our body is talking to us all of the time. All of the time, our body produces a certain feeling in us. Observe this feeling. How does the body feel? Is it a pleasant feeling? The more you work on your body, the more you train your body, the more you do yogic practices, the more your body feels more pleasant, more harmonious. It feels pleasant. The more you practice with your body, with your physical body, and also with your breathing. So how pleasant is your body feeling right now? Move the attention to breathing. How are you breathing? Is breathing pleasant or is breathing not so pleasant? Very good. With this observation, we will continue into the physical part, our trainings and our exercises, our stretches on the chair. Before we go in, you can give the like to this video, thumbs up, and then let's continue. So the correct posture sitting in a chair, the most important thing is your spine, which we already know. Straighten the spine, elongate the spine. You don't want to sit like this. It can be relaxing, it can be good. You can sit like this to relax, no problem about that. But for meditation and for if you want to intensify yourself, have yourself more energy, have your spine straight. So spine straight. Your legs, again, they can be like this, or you can also cross your legs one way or the other. You can go changing those. Shoulders is again your posture, your thoracic posture. You want to have your shoulders slightly backwards. You don't want to be like this. And then head as well. Remember to make your head more aligned with your spine, such as if you are trying to move your chin like this. Press your chin backwards. So this is I would say an ideal way of sitting in a chair. Of course, it depends also whether you have the handles or not on the chair, how you position yourselves. You can have hands facing down or you can have them facing up, especially if you're going into meditation. We will start now with the neck exercises. So we have done those neck exercises before. However, I think it is important to remember them and to do them because neck Neck is such an important part of our body. So much, all of the information, so much blood, all of the nervous system passes through your neck. So you want to have your neck healthy and vibrant so that you can function better. So we will start with the neck. I hope you can hear me well. Moving the head down, moving the head up. Simple. Going down, exhale, going up, inhale. We will continue with the same exercise but made more difficult by adding resistance. Basically, we are entering training, which can even help to build the muscles of the neck. The front part is what we start with, hands on the forehead, and the hands are pushing the head backwards, and the head is pushing the hands down. Exhalation down, inhalation up the head. Exhalation down, inhalation up the head. Don't exaggerate, don't overstrain too much. You don't want to injure yourself, your neck, and your shoulders. You provide both of them good training. One more. Lower the hands. Observe how you feel. I can definitely feel I have done an exercise for my neck, but at the same time my shoulder, my front delts. So it's a good exercise. Let's continue with turning the head left and right. Spine is straight. Every time you turn to one side, exhale. Coming back to the center, inhale. Turning to the other side, exhale. Coming back to the center, inhale. Turning to one side, exhale. Coming back, inhale. Continue this way. When you turn the head, turn as much as you can so that you can even feel the tension in the muscles that turn your head. You can see the contraction in those muscles. Let's move to the other exercise. Now the neck, the posterior part. You will place your hands on the back of your head, and again pressure between the hands and the head. The head is pushing hands back, and the hands are pushing the head forward. As you lift your head, exhale. As you lower the head down, inhale. As you lift the head, exhale. As you lower it down, inhale. Again, don't over exaggerate. You don't want to injure yourself, to hurt yourself. No need to apply maximum power. Go lower intensity. And once you have your muscles warmed up more, you can go and do it stronger with more intensity. But be careful. One more. Back to the center, lower the arms, spine straight, observe how you feel. Can you feel the muscles pumped of the posterior part of your neck? How do you feel your arms and your back muscles? Good training. Let's continue. Now, this is the movement we go. Bending the head to right and bending the head to left side. Moving the air closer to the shoulder. Again, breathing is the same. As you bend down, you exhale, bend up, inhale. Bend to the other side, exhale, bend to the center, inhale. All right, now we will repeat the same, but more difficult. So place your right hand like this or like this. And again, pressure between the hand and the head. One more. Back to the center. Release your arm down. Sit straight. Observe how you feel your neck and which one of the shoulders you feel pumped. This movement also helps your shoulder, your muscle, train your lateral delt and trains the muscle to the right side of your neck. Do you feel those muscles pumped? We will repeat the same on the other side, the left side. One more. Back to the center, release your arm. Observe the feeling in your neck, in your shoulder, the feeling of blood flow. We will continue with head circles. Let's start with smaller head circles, then you can go bigger. You can also synchronize your breathing with the circles. As you turn in half circle backwards, inhale. As you turn in half circle forward, exhale. As you turn half circle backwards, inhale. Forward, exhale. One more circle. We will change the direction. Circles the other way. Start with smaller circles and then go bigger when you are ready. Again, as you turn backwards, inhale. Turn forward, exhale. One more circle. Head back to the center. Observe how you feel. How you feel your neck after these exercises we have done. How is the neck feeling now? Does it also affect the way you feel your head? Can you feel also the difference in your head? Observe. Very good. We have finished our neck exercises. We will continue with the rest of the body. So hands namaste, inhalation up, up, up. Elongate the spine up. And when you are ready, you can also bend backwards. Come back to the center, body is vertical. Turn to the right as much as you can and maintain this position. Try to turn more and more. Feel the contraction of the muscles, your obliques, the right side of your abdomen. You feel contraction there. Now let's go back to the center and let's turn to the left side. Now you will feel contraction on the left side of your stomach, your oblique muscles. Feel the contraction. Come back to the center. Go down the arms. Next exercise. Body goes like this. Arch yourself backwards and then arch yourself forward this way. Inhaling, arch yourself backwards. Exhaling like this, forward. Inhalation. Exhalation. Inhalation. Exhalation. Inhalation. Exhalation. And one more. Inhalation. And exhalation. Now come back to the center. The next, I want to share with you some actually quite difficult exercise for the wrists but a very powerful one. Are you ready for something powerful? So what I will show you is an exercise that I like to do. And basically it is like this. I'm just showing a demonstration, but now I will explain how we do this. So we will turn the hands, as you obviously could see. However, there is a point where our fingers are extended, at the point where our fingers are closed, our palms are closed, fists are closed. Why is it? And how to do this? We can understand this better with this demonstration. So have your hands like this. Is it easier to have your fingers extended, or is it easier to have your fingers like relaxed? You will find it is more difficult to extend your fingers, because this is where you feel more stretch happening in your forearms, this part. And now, as you turn your hands down like this, is it easier to be like this with fingers extended, or is it easier to be with fingers clenched? You will find that to have fingers kind of turned, bent, clenched is more difficult, because you feel the stretch in all of this area. So this is the trick regarding the position of your hands and the position of your wrist. Again, when you are bending backwards, your fingers are extended. This provides a stretch to the forearm flexors. And when you are stretching like this, yes, you are stretching the forearm extensors. Yes, you can simply do an exercise like this. You can start like this, bend like this, and feel the stretch this side, and then turn your hands forward and clench them, and you feel the stretch here. Now we will make it into a full circle. So hand is this position, palms facing forward. Turn sideways to the left and to the right, outside, and when it starts going down, then you start clenching, bending your fingers. You continue with the circle towards the inside and a little bit up, and when it reaches the middle line, kind of, you start opening your fingers up, and you continue with the circle. You do it like this. Now let's do to the other side. The same circles to the other side. This is a great also training for the wrists, a great preparation for if you have to do something, if you have to work some manly work with some tools or something, or if you're going to train. It's a great preparation for the wrist training. One more time, change the direction, circles as before. And change the direction again. Now this is the exercise. You have learned this exercise. We can make it even more advanced. I will just show you but just one time. So as you do the same movement, you can also move your arms to different sides, such as, for example, going like this, forward, sideways, and even more difficult, upwards. All right. Let's lower the hands. Observe how you feel. Do you feel you have done a training for your forearms as well? You can feel the blood flow in your forearms. You can feel your wrists more warm, definitely more hot, but also more full of life, more full of blood, definitely. That brings all of the good nutrients to strengthen the ligaments and the tendons and the joints and everything. Good work. We can end by a stretch of forearms this way. Interlace the fingers, stretch forward, a stretch for forearm flexors. And you can also slowly move, lift the arms up. And then lower them down. How do you feel your forearms and your wrists? Wrists done. We will continue into some more intense exercises. The following one is going to be dips. But you can do this only if you have a handles like this, or something where you can when you can put your hands on. So what about people who cannot do who do not have the handles? I guess first we can start with another exercise which will be more for the abdomen. So you can place your hands either here, or if you have the handles here. So I think we rather start with some abdominal work. Lift your knees and lower your knees. If you find it easy, you want more difficult, extend your legs and lift your legs up and down. Lower inhale, lift, exhale. Lower inhale, lift, exhale. Lower inhale, lift, exhale. Lower inhale, lift, exhale. Continue. If you do have handles, you can do the same exercise also with your hands like this. It will provide a different angle. Maybe it will be even easier, actually. 3 more. 1, 2 more, and 1 more. Lower your legs down. How does it feel, huh? I can feel myself getting hot and starting to sweat. How can you feel your abdomen? How do you feel your hip flexors? How do you feel your arms? Observe the feeling while maintaining the spine straight. We will move into another exercise. Twists. Turn to one side. Inhalation, come back. Exhalation, turn to the other side. Inhalation, come back. Exhalation to the right. Feel your muscles, your obliques on the side of your abdomen, either right side or left side, depending where you're turning. This is training, this is exercise, but at the same time, this is meditation. Feel the contraction of those muscles, of your obliques in this case. 2 more. Back to the center. Lower your arms. Spine straight. We will go into the twist, into the turn of the body. So you will turn to one side and place one of your hands on the opposite knee, or even on the handle if you have one, while the other arm of the side where you are turning to, you grab your chair, and then maintain your spine more straight, and using your arms start turning your body, turning your torso more to the side and back. Inhalation, come back to the center. Exhalation, turn to the other side. And come back to the center. I want to include one more exercise which is more difficult. If you do have the handles, you can do this with me. If you don't have, you can do any of the previous exercises that we have been doing. Now, if you do have the handles, we can do one of my favorite exercises, which are dips. The easier way is with the legs supported. So basically, push yourself down and lift yourself up. Exhalation. Inhalation, go down. Exhalation up. Inhalation down. Exhalation up. During this exercise of dips, maintain your shoulders far away from ears. You don't do it like this. Like this, no. This is wrong, how I'm doing now. Your head is far away. Your ears are far away from your shoulders. Continue doing this exercise if you want to make it even more difficult, and if you can manage this, you can do it without the support of your legs. Now this is more difficult, this is more badass, and this is a great exercise. One more. go down. Whew. How does it feel? I admit I enjoyed it. Feels good. I can feel the life, the life in my blood flow, the blood flowing in your body, in your muscles. How does it feel? How does it feel to have your heart beating? Grateful to have the heart. Grateful to have the heart beating beautifully, giving us life. Spine straight. Let's move into some stretch for the legs, for the hips. So place your leg like this carefully. And continue with circles of your foot. The other way. We can make a stretch, but be careful. So moving closer to the foot while pushing the knee that is in the air, pushing it down. Be careful. Be careful. We hadn't done much warm up for the legs, so be careful. Actually, I'm enjoying these chair stretches. I usually don't do this. I do this rarely. I don't use chairs usually. Usually I sit on the floor. This is how I like it more. I find it more empowering. But I'm enjoying these chair stretches and training as well. Back to the center. Let the leg go down. Repeat with the other one. Again, careful with your knee. Circles, foot circles. The other way. If you want, you can bend forward toward your foot, while at the same time gently pushing your knee down. Be mindful of your body and how it feels. Be mindful of your breathing and how the breathing feels. And then slowly come back. We have done, congratulations, we have done the physical part, the exercises. Of course, there can be many more exercises done in the chair, but this is where we end the physical part and we will move into breathing. So let's start by sitting straight and let's start by observing how we feel our body now. After these physical stretches we have just performed, how does the body feel? Is it feeling more pleasant than in the beginning of the class? Does it feel more alive? The heart is beating, and the blood is flowing throughout the body. How is the feeling in the body after all of the poses and stretches and training we have done? We will move into breathing. Again, aware of your natural breathing. How are you breathing now? Simply observe, how are you breathing now? And we will move into our breathing exercises. You can, if you want, you can have the hands down. It helps to kind of ground yourself. However, it is also good or preferred in many ways to have the palms facing upwards. It directs the energies upwards, and the yogic journey, spiritual journey, is usually an upward journey. The tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth, the upper palate, tip of the tongue. We will move, and spine straight, spine straight. We will move into abdominal breathing, the diaphragmatic exercise. Exhale, the stomach goes in. Inhale, stomach protrudes. Exhale, goes in. Inhale, protrudes. Exhale. Now when you inhale, imagine that you're inhaling in the lower part of your lower back, that you're inhaling backwards in your lower back. And when you exhale, you are basically also breathing, inhaling, and exhaling with your lower back as well. This is more advanced, this is more difficult, but this is more subtle, and this is also a way to make your breathing more efficient, more mindful. Now we will move into full yogic breathing. Exhale, inhale stomach, inhale chest, exhale chest, exhale stomach, inhale abdomen, inhale chest, exhale chest, exhale abdomen. Continue breathing, full yogic breathing. The same applies to diaphragmatic breathing. You inhale not only forward but also backwards. The same applies to your chest. When you inhale in your chest, the second part of full yogic breathing, you are not only inhaling forward, your chest forward, but also sideways and also backwards. Your inhalation goes. Continue breathing, spine is straight. Observe how you feel now. How do you feel within yourself? Because breathing affects the way you feel. Do you feel more relaxed? Or do you feel more energized? How do you feel? Do you feel more alive? Full yogic breathing can make you feel more alive and give you energy, prana. Is this what you feel? We will move into the next exercise, which is Ujjayi Pranayama, the breathing that sounds like the sound of the ocean, kind of the sound of whispering. We already know this exercise, so I will just remind shortly. You breathe Ujjayi, victorious breath, by restricting the airflow in your throat, and this makes the breathing more pressure in the breathing, and this makes this particular sound that you can hear yourself. Although myself, I cannot hear my breathing Ujjayi with the sounds outside and with the river. But if you are in silent environment, you can definitely hear your own Ujjayi breathing. Continue breathing with spine straight. If you want to make this exercise more advanced, along with your Ujjayi breathing, you can imagine the energy go up and down the spine. With each inhalation, the energy or the light or presence or something is traveling upwards your spine, starting with your Muladhara chakra, the base of your spine, and going up towards the Sahasrara chakra, which is the top of the head, with inhalation going up, and then when you exhale, the same light is going downwards towards your root chakra again, while at the same time you continue Ujjayi breathing. As you continue breathing with your spine straight, instead of visualizing the energy going up and down the spine, we can go with Mula Bandha practice, pelvic floor contraction, while Ujjayi pranayama continues. I will repeat, Ujjayi pranayama continues, but now we can practice Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor contraction, pushing the energy upwards. One more. Observe how you feel. Observe how you feel doing this practice. What is happening in you? Do you feel power being born in you? Do you feel the intensity, something of intensity happening within your body, your physical and energetic body? Maybe you can feel the heat, the fire element, agni. Do you feel empowered? Come back to normal breathing, spine straight, observing, observing the change in you, how you feel. As we will move into a more soothing, more relaxing, more harmonizing, balancing pranayama of Anulom Vilom Pranayama with our fingers. Basically, alternate nostril breathing, which we already know. Exhale with your thumb of right hand with the thumb close the right nostril. Inhale. Change nostrils and exhale through the right nostril. Inhale the same right. Change nostrils. Exhale through left. Inhale the same left. Change nostrils. Exhale from right. Inhale right. Change nostrils. Exchange left. Again, starting the round, always we start with left. Inhale. Change nostrils. Exhale through right. If you find your arm getting tired, you can support it with another arm. Inhale left. Change nostrils. Exhale right. Inhale right. Change nostrils. Exchange left. Inhale left. Ida channel. Change nostrils. Exchange Pingala channel right nostril. Inhale the same. Change nostrils. Exchange left. Continue. Continue breathing, continue Anulom Vilom Pranayama until you exhale through the left nostril. And this ends the round. Maintaining your spine straight. Observe how you feel. How did this Anulom Vilom Pranayama make you feel? More balance, more harmony, more calm. We'll move into the practice of Om chanting, chanting mantra Om 7 times. Solcita está de ese lado. De ahí está. So spine straight, Om chanting. Observe, observe the silence. Observe how you feel after this Om mantra. Is it still reverberating in your brain and in your whole being? The vibration of the ultimate reality. And from this ultimate reality, Om vibration, let's turn our attention inwards into us, ourselves. Feel yourself. Feel the presence of your own self. feel the presence of your own self. Reconnecting with your own self. Enjoying the presence of your own self. Enjoying the presence of your own self. Our practice, our class is slowly approaching its end, so you can come back to awareness of your physical body and the world around you. Welcome back to the physical reality. While I will approach the device and see what beautiful comments have have I got today from my friends. We already 1 hour and 8 minutes. 108. 108. I like this number. Good to see you, my friends. So I will read this, the last comment, Stella Maris. Hello, my friend. After this practice, I feel more conscious of my spine. It feels strong. Good. Spine is very important. Spine is our Shushumna channel. This is where all of this energy goes through. And to be more aware, have more conscience of the spine is by itself a yogic accomplishment, because all of the chakras, the main ones, the main chakras are by the spine. So to be more aware of the spine is actually a very important thing. It feels strong. Yes, it makes you feel, gives you strength as well. My friends, thank you for your activity, for your comments, for your questions. We are about to end our practice today. Give like to the video, share it if you find it helped you. Why not share it with somebody else who spends hours and hours sitting by the desk working with a computer? We can do some good training using a chair as well, as we have found out today. And with this, I think we will end our practice today. We will end with, I will chant Gayatri mantra one time. Om Bhurbuvat Svaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bargo devasya dhimahi Diyo yona prachodayat. My dear friends, I wish you the best. All of my love. Let's see in the next class.